Sister wives Kody and Robyn Brown slammed for celebrating amid Garrison's death. Sister Wives stars Kody and Robyn Brown were slammed for celebrating amid Garrison Brown's death. The son of Kody and Janelle passed away in March 2024. Yet, it appears that it did not affect the couple's lives whatsoever. Keep reading for more details. Kody and Robyn Brown celebrate amid Garrison's death. Sister Wives returned for its mid-season premiere on Sunday, April 20th, and fans were ready to go. The mid-season finale ended with Janelle Brown relocating to North Carolina. She and her daughter, Maddie Brownbrush, had bought over 150 acres of land and were embarking on a new journey. Cristin Brown-Woolley and her husband, David, were along for the ride. As for Kody and Robyn Brown, they were mourning the possible loss of Coyote Pass. Between the time that the finale and premiere were filmed, Garrison Brown passed away. This was evident as Janelle mentioned him in the finale, but he was left out of the premiere. Janelle stated she was leaving Savannah, Garrison, and Gabe behind when she initially left Flagstaff. Yet, when she arrived in North Carolina, Garrison was not mentioned when she referenced her kids. Following that, Kody Brown baptized his daughter, Aurora. Then, he and Robyn Brown went out with their kids for a celebratory baptism lunch. They were laughing and smiling, discussing how they were soulmates, not a care in the world. However, it appears that Aurora was baptized in May 2024, just 2 months after Garrison took his own life. There was not a trace of pain or sadness in Kody's eyes. After seeing this scene and learning the timeline of how soon it was after Garrison died, Sister Wives fans were livid. The fact that Kody and Robyn Brown could so easily go on with their lives was disturbing. Furthermore, it hit hard that he was with one side of his family and ignoring the pain of his other children and ex-wives. Had it not been a hot minute, viewers would have solely taken offense to Kody and Robyn's obnoxious gushing. That has since changed, and with good reason. Let the bashing begin. Once it was revealed that the baptism and celebratory dinner happened just 2 months after Garrison's death, Sister Wives fans were done. They were over Kody and Robyn Brown and immediately began bashing them for being so insensitive. Yes, lives need to go on after a tragedy, but there is a fine line between mourning and completely ignoring a situation. It had been known that the Brown family wanted Garrison removed from the season after he passed. However, fans had hoped it would be acknowledged in some capacity. Aside from a blip at the beginning of season 19, it has not even been a factor. Then add in Kody and Robyn parading their love and family at a lunch, and it was the icing on the cake. The soft click of an Instagram story going live echoed like a gunshot through the quiet morning stillness surrounding the Brown family. It had only been 3 weeks since Garrison Brown's tragic passing, and while most of the family grieved in private, shielding themselves from the public eye, aching in silence, Kody and Robyn Brown appeared to be doing the opposite. Their latest post, a sunny video of a backyard barbecue, complete with twinkling lights, streamers, and the unmistakable hum of celebration. Robyn, donning a pastel dress and holding a mason jar of lemonade, twirled for the camera as Kody stood nearby, laughing with a group of friends. The caption read, "Cherish the good moments. Life is meant to be lived with love and joy." The backlash was swift and fierce. Within hours, the internet had erupted in outrage. Fans of Sister Wives and casual observers alike flooded comment sections, unable to reconcile the couple's festive demeanor with the recent heartbreak that had shattered the rest of the Brown family. "How can you throw a party when one of your own is gone?" one user commented. "Tone deaf, absolutely heartless," another posted. "They act like Garrison didn't even exist." Back in Flagstaff, Janelle Brown sat in the quiet of her kitchen, staring blankly at the screen. She had tried to block out the noise, tried to avoid the media whirlwind, but curiosity got the better of her. She pressed play again on the video, wincing as Kody clinked his glass against Robyn's and shouted, "To new beginnings." Tears sprang to her eyes, not just from the video itself, but from what it represented, the growing chasm that had ripped through the Brown family in recent years. Garrison had struggled, that much was clear. The pandemic had intensified tensions between him and Kody. The rigid rules, the isolation, the sense of abandonment. Janelle remembered her son's words too well, how he had cried in her arms one night and said, "Dad doesn't want me anymore." And now here Kody was, raising a toast while Garrison's room remained untouched, his cat still mewing at the door. Cristin Brown, now happily remarried to David Woolley, felt the sting too. Though her bond with Garrison had been more like that of an aunt and nephew, she had always admired his gentle soul, his quiet strength. She had been the one who bought him his first camera. "So you can capture what matters," she'd said then, never realizing those words would come back to haunt her. When she saw the video, she didn't feel anger. Not at first. She felt sadness. Profound, aching sadness. Then came the fury. She picked up the phone and texted Mary. "Have you seen what they posted?" Mary's reply came instantly. "Unfortunately, yes, I have no words. Actually, I do, but none I can write without screaming." Even for Mary, who had long since distanced herself from the chaos of Kody's new life with Robyn, the post felt like a punch to the gut. It wasn't just the celebration, it was the timing. The complete disregard for what everyone else was still processing. Meanwhile, Robyn sat on the couch, her phone buzzing endlessly beside her. She turned it over, trying to ignore the backlash, but her hand trembled. She had suggested the party, a belated birthday gathering for her daughter, thinking it would bring some light into their home. Kody had hesitated at first, but eventually agreed. It's what Garrison would have wanted, she had told herself, but even she couldn't believe that. Kody, for his part, was trying to remain defiant. "I have a right to move forward," he told a friend during the party, unaware he was being filmed. "You can't let one tragedy define your life." But that statement, too, would circulate online and ignite yet another round of criticism. Gabe Brown, Garrison's younger brother, hadn't said much since the funeral. But when he saw the footage, something inside him cracked. He posted a rare Instagram story. A black screen with white text that simply read, "He was still your son." The message, though cryptic, resonated with thousands. People reposted it, shared it, added hashtags like #JusticeForGarrison and #RememberGarrisonBrown. A movement began to swell, not just in defense of a lost son, but in condemnation of the man many saw as having abandoned him long before his death. Back on set, the producers of Sister Wives huddled in meetings, unsure how to proceed. They had footage. They had content. But they also had a dilemma. How do you continue a family show when the family is fractured beyond repair? Kody didn't return their calls. Robyn said only, "We're trying to heal in our own way." But it didn't feel like healing. It felt like rewriting the story, skipping over the painful chapters that didn't fit the narrative they wanted to tell. As the sun set on the party that had sparked a firestorm, Robyn finally broke. She walked outside, past the lanterns and laughter, past Kody's booming voice and the smell of grilled chicken, until she reached the edge of the yard. She looked up at the stars, blinking back tears. "I didn't mean for it to be disrespectful," she whispered to no one. But the silence that answered her was heavy. Back in his old bedroom, Garrison's camera still sat on the nightstand, lens cap on, battery dead. A half-written journal lay beside it. Pages filled with thoughts he never got to share. One entry read, "Sometimes I wonder if he even sees me. If I disappeared, would he even notice?" Now the world had noticed, and they would not forget.